Mandela family, President Zuma, members of the government, higher up in states of the government, from past and present. Special guests, welcome. It's an honor to be with you today, to celebrate the life of another. To the people of South Africa, people of every race and every walk of life in the world, thank you for sharing the life of Nelson Mandela with us. Your struggles, his victories and your victories, your pride and your hope, your expectation for his life, you are safe. Democracy is something that is cherished. It's hard to describe this man, to grasp a single word, a single fact, a single date that made his life. It is important to understand that he was an honest person, his joys and his struggles made light of his soul. He made a big point in history. It was important for him to have equality for the whole world. He was born in World War I, and as a boy growing up, he raised cattle, trained them. Nelson grew into a successful man. He was a leader that started with hope and ended in achievement. He was a strong voice for oppression. It is important to him to have racial equality, to move through. He had some prison time, and even through that, through the last days of the Cold War, he still pulled the country together when it looked like it was going to fall apart. And even in America, he used America to help establish a constitution. He believed in democracy. He believed in the law. And establishing a place where you could vote. And even though he was only elected for one term, and he decided to quit and give up his power, during his life, there were so many achievements. I remember a time when for his people, he would smile and be calm, and he would detach from the suffering to show that you can make it through. Nelson showed and shared his doubts and fears with his people. He shared his mistakes and how he was going to figure out how to fix them. And he shared his successes. He always continued to try. There were specific times when he was willing to express that he was not perfect. The man was funny, and the man was mischievous. He had a lot of weight to bear, a lot of responsibility. But he was not a man made of stone. He was a man of flesh and blood. He was a father, a husband, a friend, and he learned a lot about how to continue to grow the country and to achieve. The achievement was not impossible. It was amazing to see the life of a man who went through struggles continue and persist in faith. To say what is possible and to accept the impossible into his life and make it possible. He accepted risk and he accepted others' ideas. He was proud. He knew it was right and he fought for equality. He shared with thousands of people of color. He knew the oppression. Thousands of people, I remember, who thought that they couldn't get equality. He fought for you, and he was in prison for a time for you. Even the ENC, he got to support that idea. Nelson, he was passionate. He fought for men and women alike, and he was proud. He accepted that many people should have the right for equality. He discussed black control and white control and how all people should have equal rights in that, equal education, equal opportunities. And he had goals, and he achieved those goals. He was ready and willing to die for you. Nelson taught me power, the idea of power, and it's important to realize and discuss and debate and study not only what you agree with, but also what you do not agree with. Understand the idea that you are not limited by these walls. He was passionate. And he was a supporter. He was ready at the same time to get out of those walls and to spread his idea. He learned different languages. He showed that there's not enough in this world. How the law and the institutions need to change. Every day is the same, and it's a test, and it's difficult. The situation of this history, it's difficult. You cannot ignore the goal. You must be able to meet it. He showed the struggle. He showed the power, the law. He showed everything. And how everything can come together to meet that goal. He was a skilled politician. He believed in the Constitution. He believed in race, equality, and democracy. He believed in the rights of people, the rights of the people of South Africa. He achieved understanding and connection to the Spirit. There's a word Umbaga. That word for Nelson